Everride's in front, leading us the way. And right now we're on, I guess, Toroweap Trail. I don't know what else to call it. But it's a big dirt road that goes down to the Grand Canyon. And I don't think we're going to make it all the way because it's about 160, 170, 80, 200 something miles from St. George down to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, according to Google. So we're not going to make that with the time that we've got today. So we're just going to go ride the dirt road for a while, check out some views and have a good time and head back after a few hours. So we're down in Arizona right now. We crossed the border a couple miles ago. Came on the road a little bit yesterday, but we decided to go ride somewhere else because we knew we'd be coming riding here today. So we're down in Arizona today, riding around, having a good time. We got Everride in front. I got Craigo the Dirty Italian behind me, Mr. Duff Factor, and the newly appointed Quincy, Mr. Steroids. Little nephew Quinn. He's likes to lift weights and break all the records at high school. So I think he's holding a bunch of records right now. He's a pretty buff little guy. So he came along. He's got Mr. Duff Factor. Mr. Duff Factor's Aprilia 650, and Mr. Duff Factor's on his KTM 990. And the other special thing about today is it's the wife's birthday. Woohoo! So, wish the wife happy birthday, everybody. She was nice enough to let me go ride in the morning with the guys, and then she just asked that I be back sometime in the afternoon so we can celebrate her birthday and go have some dinner and some ice cream. I guess there's some famous place down here in St. George, and I don't remember what it's called, but awesome ice cream, I guess. So she wants to go to there and maybe do some bowling later on, but right now it's riding time. That's when you know you got a good wife, when she lets you go riding for hours and hours on her birthday with the guys to celebrate her birthday. So happy birthday, wife. Love you. Look at this guy. Oh, can it get any better than that? I wish I looked that good in yellow, green, black, white, fluorescent green. He's got every color on the book on him right now. You guys ever be out riding your bike and you just got this itch on your nose that you just, oh my gosh, it itches so bad, but you can't get it. You can't, you don't want to stick your face down, your hand up in your face mask or your face shield, because then you don't want Everride's dirt to get in your face and your eyeballs and crash and die and blow up and explode. That's kind of the feeling I've got right now. Oh, right on the tip of my nose, still I can't even get it. I'm trying to get it. It's not going in, it doesn't work. Come on. Alright, maybe I can get my finger up there. Wow, that could sound kind of wrong. I mean, my filter doesn't work lately. Oh, there we go, I got it. I don't know how. I moved my mouth around and it somehow scratched the itch. The itch does not exist anymore. Pretty sweet looking scenery out here. I'm not seeing all this green that KLR Pilot 15's talking about, but it's alright. What would you say, what would you do if last night, for example, let's just say that you met half throttle in St. George. You know, let's say you're having dinner with Everride, and he gets this little text message, and then looks at his phone. Everride, you know, types something back on his text message there and sends it off, and about 2 seconds later looks up and says, let's go see Half Throttle. You know, what would you think? What would you do? What would you say? You want to know what I said? Okay. Oh, my poor social skills. Okay. I thought it was a joke. So we get up and we walk across the parking lot over to the business next door. And sure enough, there's freaking Half Throttle and his wife and his friend Mitch and his girlfriend sitting there having some ice cream, having a good time, sitting on the bench. And it was like, what the f is going on here? I must be dreaming. No, not dreaming. It was Mr. Half Throttle. Great guy. I didn't know what to say or do, so I just kind of sat there and kept my mouth quiet like I always do with anybody. But great guy, awesome wife, good friends, had a good time. Looks like his shoulder's starting to heal up a little bit. So hopefully he'll be back on the GS sometime soon when he gets her fixed up. Anyways, yeah. I don't even know why I just made that video. I feel like I sound like a retard right now. I think today's forecast is around 70. Blue skies. A little windy. In other words, perfect. Nice little breeze to keep you cool and not so sweaty. We've gone 19 miles so far, and we're starting to get in these little canyons. Still got everybody behind us. I wonder what trail tells Everride's going to be telling today. I could tell he's got a good one coming up because he was laughing his off yesterday. Riding around on the trails, waving his arms around and laughing hysterically. Aprilia's on fire. We're all going to blow up in pieces.
And this is the reason you have all your tools with you all the time. You never know when something's going to happen. If you're driving down to Walmart or if you're on the middle of a 180-mile trail ride, something can go wrong at any time. We took a pit stop right here on a ride down the Grand Canyon, and we saw some smoke coming out of the Aprilia. Once we took everything apart with some tools, we noticed the air box was sitting right on top of the exhaust pipe, melting the plastic and causing all the smoke. So we were able to use the tools we had to get everything taken apart real quick, use some zip ties and some duct tape that I had to lift the air box off of the exhaust pipe and to hold it in place securely so that wouldn't happen anymore. So always have your tools with you, always have your gear with you. You never know when something's going to happen.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start.
You need to go all the way underneath it?
Yeah, I'm going to have to take that other side off.
Watching Mr. D fix the bike.
That's the one value that I have is shit breaks. I'm not worth much else, to be frank, but